Okay, so Kai Sotto just had another massive game. Does this guy belong in the NBA? I personally think that he could help many, many teams. So let's get down. Let's check out Kai Sotto, a little bit of an update, and why he's so deadly. Okay, so first thing is first, they are playing an old school set here with two low post players. There's one guy guarding the low post, which is really hard when it comes to, of course, two big players. Once Kai Sotto gets that ball, he's looking over his shoulder, looking at his teammate, trying to find who is in that opposite side post or who's at the 45 who can cut. Anytime that this ball gets into the low post, if that post player looks, and of course, if you're on the 45 and your guy's no longer looking at you, you could cut if you're running the 5-out offense, but here he sees the opposite side post wide open for that layup. Here I'm actually quite confused. This pass should have gone over to this corner. Kai Sotto was not necessarily in position to be able to recover or get out to that corner in time, and this guy would have had to move down. However, the offense did not notice that guy, and the defense was able to catch up because that ball just was not moved fast enough. And then that player drove and was able to body that defender. There was a size mismatch there, so that was a good decision. However, Kai Sotto was able to get into position to actually block this shot, and the defender on this side moved down to cover that low post. Great defensive rotation that gets Kai Sotto that blocked shot. Now, Kai Sotto is starting to extend his range. He's always been pretty good from the three-point line. He's the tallest person who's ever hit a three in the NBL, but here he's able to pop off of that screen and hit that three. And how he was able to do this was actually quite simple. When he sets that screen, this guy went over top and his man hedged, or at least dropped towards that elbow. That drop defender cuts off Kai's ability to roll towards the rim. So Kai Sotto is able to then pop out to the three. If you're setting that screen, you really have to understand what this defender is doing. If he's trying to hedge hard, then you can roll towards the rim. But if he's dropping, you need to pop for that three, and that's why tall centers need to be able to shoot these days, especially in the NBA. So here, the reason why he gets picked off is he was not making enough contact with that defender to keep him behind himself. So here he's posting up, but all he has is one hand on the defender. He needs to get his whole body, his butt, and that other side elbow onto him so that he knows what that defender is doing. If you cannot feel the defender, you have no clue what he's doing. That defender is giving himself space so that he can get around either side to poke away that pass. This pass here should not have been a bounce pass. This should have been a bullet right through the side of that guy's head straight at Kai Sotto. But that bounce pass screwed Kai Sotto, but Kai Sotto also screwed himself by not really posting up physically. However, he was able to redeem himself off of this turnover. He was able to turn quickly and finish with the dunk. Again, anytime you make a mistake, you need to capitalize right after so you don't get benched. Now, while this is not at the 45, he's not spacing the floor amazingly right now. He does know the basics of getting that ball into the post. And that is, as soon as that guy gets it, he looks over his shoulder. Kai Sotto's defender is no longer paying attention to Kai Sotto, which means that he can then cut back door from what should have been the 45 and can get himself that layup, that floater, whatever. He missed the first one, but got his own rebound. Here he drops off of that defender, which is smart. This guy was going to roll hard. He's not necessarily a three-point threat by any means. And his defender here was able to actually defend quite well. And how they were able to basically defend this is he was able to try and jam, get his body between the screen and the man. Yeah, some referees could call that a foul. But Kai Sotto was able to play that really well. And he has the footwork now to be able to keep up with these post players. Now, I still say that NBA players who would be attacking Kai Sotto would be faster than this guy. But it is nice to see Kai Sotto being able to keep up with these, what I would think are usually, or at least historically, faster than Kai Sotto. And that's really nice to see. He was able to get that block. The one thing that I do want to see more of is him outletting to guys like him so that they can push that ball more instead of him dribbling the ball up the court. Anytime you get that steal, Like, he needs to be outletting. This guy should not be having the back to the play. Like, if I was Kai Sotto, just one play, I would chuck it at the back of his head because, first off, that's outlet position. You get there, you turn, maybe take a little bit of a shuffle this way, whatever. Either way, you want to get that ball to the outlet man. He isn't there. His back is to the play. So Kai Sotto was forced to dribble there, but he shouldn't have been. At least get the ball to this guy, somebody who's quicker than Kai Sotto. Now, this isn't a bad screen by any means, but at the same time, if he could set that screen a lot harder, a lot higher, get a little bit wider, and get to he'd be able to knock that guy a bit more, force this guy a bit higher, and he would have been even more wide open for the dunk. But either way, that roll was able to get him a dunk. And let's not forget that Kai Sotto has really soft hands around the basket as well. He can use both right and left. I hope that this video has helped you become not just a better basketball player, but understand Kai Sotto's game a lot more. Make sure to go check out my vertical jump training book down in the description if you want to be able to jump higher. I'll see you guys in my next video.